The year is 1982. John Carpenter's remake of The Thing hits theaters. Michael Jackson's Thriller album releases. The Commodore 64, Vectrix, Atari 5200, and ColecoVision are all introduced. Activision begins awarding patches to gamers for their high scores, which was likely the earliest known example of achievements within the video game world. It wasn't until the release of Microsoft's Xbox 360 in late 2005, followed by Valve's implementation of a similar system shortly thereafter within Steam, that we truly saw the modern application of an achievement system in gaming. These types of systems are great when done well, because they help extend the longevity of a game while also comparing your accomplishments against those of others. But what about all of the games and platforms that were around before these achievement systems were the standard?
Retro Achievements has entered the chat.
Retro Achievements is basically just a giant database of user-created challenges that functions as a modern digital achievement system for hundreds of retro games. Luckily for us, the wonderful emulation headend that is RetroArch has full implementation of retro achievements in the 7,000 plus games that it automatically tracks. I never thought having these types of achievements in my older games was something I would care about. I must say though, after using the system for over a year, it completely breathes new life into older titles and gives a new motivation to play through them. I had a couple of folks ask me about these achievement pop-ups during my stream and how to get them in their own RetroArch, so I figured a little tutorial and informational video was in order. The setup is extremely easy. You are going to want to create an account at retroachievements.org and verify it. That way you have your own profile that can track everything. From there, you'll be able to view your most recently played games, your achievement progress, rankings, and some pretty interesting statistics. Most versions of RetroArch should be compatible with the achievements, considering even my Miu Mini Plus handheld has them. You will likely find the achievements section towards the bottom of the settings column. If you don't see the achievements icon, double check that your RetroArch version is up to date and is compatible, and make sure you don't have the achievements icon turned off in the user interface settings. If you are new to RetroArch, or if your UI doesn't look like this, I have separate videos on this channel covering various RetroArch topics to get you up to speed. Once you input your username and password, it's basically set up, and you should now notice a pop-up when you launch a supported game. Speaking of supported games, there are currently over 7,500 of them, and this even includes a lot of popular homebrew titles and ROM hacks, which is honestly pretty amazing. Furthermore, the community does a great job at supporting multiple ROM versions and revisions of a single game. Taking a look at the settings here, you will notice that Retro Achievements has a ranking system for both the softcore and hardcore mode. The hardcore mode has more strict parameters, such as forcing off all cheats, state saves, and the ability to rewind or slow down your games, while softcore mode doesn't have these restrictions. There is also an encore mode, which lets you redo already completed achievements. I can see this mode being great for practicing achievement speedruns or something. You can also turn the in-game notifications and sound alerts off for a more authentic experience if you so choose, or simply change where they are located. The screenshot setting is something I personally use, as it will automatically keep a visual record of all of your achievements in your RetroArch screenshot directory folder, which is always nice to look back on. Whenever you have a supported game running, you can pull up the quick menu, and you can then see all of the individual achievements and your progress for that game. It's so nice to have all of this right here automatically and not have to go searching a database to see what achievements I'm missing. A lot of people miss this little in-game achievement menu, so I wanted to be sure and show that. One final thing that I wanted to mention, if you ever start getting a login error message when using a supported game in RetroArch, you are going to want to navigate to your RetroArch install directory, find the retroarch.cfg file, open it with Notepad, locate the chivos_token line, and delete the text string in between the quotations. Retype your username and password in the chivos_username and chivos_password lines respectively, and save before exiting. This will force a new authentication token and hopefully remedy the issue. You may also need to put your login information in the achievements section of RetroArch again next time you launch it. That about does it for this one. I want to give a big thank you to the Retro Achievements community who has made it possible for me to relive my childhood favorites in ways I had never even considered. I can hardly call this video a tutorial, considering how quick and easy it all is to set up, but regardless, I sort of just wanted to highlight Retro Achievements' features and introduce it to those who have yet to try it out. Plus, I now have somewhere to send anyone who asks about the pop-up notifications. There will be more emulation and retro gaming stuff coming in the near future, so I hope you will join me next time. Have a good one.